This is the Bracelet One Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. This is I'm starting over again. This is a video as far as the haters, the trolls, the stalkers, anybody who dislike me, anybody who want me off YouTube, anybody that's coming against me in any kind of hateful ways, sinful ways, devilish ways. This is for you. Any subscribers that really don't support my channel, but you on here just to bring negative, this is for you. Okay, it's for any of you people. Okay, so I want to say out to all of you, the people who stealing of any kind of content of mine, making money off of any content of mine, having commercials on my videos. I am aware of what you are doing. Okay, I just want you to know, don't think that I'm moving along and I'm constantly making videos where I don't look back at my videos, where I'm not observant. Okay, because I'm very observant. Okay, so to get that out now, I'm going to start the storyline reading, and this is strictly for you trolls, subscribers who mean me no good, people who stalking or whatever's going on, people who trying to ruin my reputation by saying whatever you're saying behind the scenes, because everything is behind the scenes, because I don't know you people. Okay, so it's behind the scenes. And yeah, so I got to start the video over, so let me just start. The first card that came out was, "It's unjust what you did to me." And you're going to court. Okay, it don't matter, right, about whoever you are. You might gonna want me to care about you like you care about you once you go to court, but I'm not gonna care. Follow me? Right? So you was covering all your bases because something's plain and simple, right? You was taking me for a joke, and you felt like you wanted to have whatever to, or do what you wanted to do to me, so you wanted me to wean myself from my studies, right? Okay, take some time away from my studies, get off of YouTube or whatever, so you could just take charge, right? So you wanted to take charge, get ready to take charge, right, of your life, right? So you was going to move fast on what was calling you forward, and that was to steal, taunt, stalk, or whatever you did, right? Taper it. You wanted me to be hidden, right, while you shine. You wanted me to be a hermit while you be a star, because you felt like you was going to shine and you weren't going to be hidden while I shine. So you was calling a lot. You need to grow up. So the calling simply mean you was coming to my channel, you and whoever you had with you, your goons, whoever you had with you, right? Your cronies, whoever you had with you, right? All of you, whoever you are, racist, whoever you are, I don't know who you are, right? You wanted me not to be happy, wanted me to be unsettled in my mind, right? But also you want to be settled in your mind so you can be happy, so you can steal, destroy, and kill. That's the devil energy. So we have right here that you was going to be copping, trying to get from me while downing me, because you wanted to win, because I was the princess here, right? So you got a table full of char you had against me. That's hate. Follow me? You wanted me to take that tablespoon of hate that you was dishing out, right? But I was going to be calm and conquer this thing, because I'm a conqueror. I was bruised, but I'm still me inside from what all you did, whatever it may be. It is obvious, right? Because I had a fake sense of toy freedom, thinking that I was free to be able to just put my stuff on YouTube, but I didn't know it was going to be people stealing and people coming after me and things like that. So let's not argue. So you don't want to argue and all, right? But I needed to beware of distractions, because all the time you was doing what you was doing, or when something go to court, you're going to want it to be different, where some kind of way you don't want to argue, right? But God said that will be a distraction, right? So you didn't think I was worthy, and you didn't see my work, right? So you wanted to steal, destroy, kill, taunt, stalk, troll, or whatever you was doing, okay? So you thought you was better than me by race or just period in something that I did. Because you are not all there, God says, right? So we have right here that you was resistant to stop what you was doing. So you want to end up in court, because whoever you are, you people are, it's more than one of you, right? You seem to think that you own everything. You own the earth. So we have YouTube own YouTube, but whoever you are, who not the actual YouTube owners, whoever you, all you other people are, you think you in control of something, right? So you want to steal something that belonged to me, evidently, or try to control me. But that is a lie, right? So we have right here that People don't own the earth, so you did some kind of controlling of something of mine behind the scenes, right? I'm a sweet person. I was calling. That means I was constantly putting up my videos, and that was a problem for you, right? So you thought that you could make it, you and whoever your friends are, right? Who all you together, right? And it might have been some sword words you said toward each other about me, right? Because I don't curse, right? So I had 2 chances to be a star, but you wanted to be a star, and you felt you had 2 chances, but you wanted me to get out the way because you felt you was marvelous, but you know I was, right? Okay, you felt like you can make it, you and somebody, you and your group of people, we can make it, right? So we have right here that you aren't going to miss me no kind of way, right? But I want to know why, right? So you're going to be joining a bereavement group, if not a bereavement group as far as whatever group it is, counseling, a death, or court up there, right? Because that's what I said. No more loafing around, right? No more stalling and putting off of things, right? You felt like you wanted to just take what didn't belong to you and do this and do that to me, but it's getting ready to come to an end. Because we got right here that you're going to be crying, speaking, yelling, or whatever you're going to be doing. Because the judge is going to bring the hammer down on you all, right? So you need it not be like that cowboy in the winter time, right? You move fast on whatever winter it was, December, January, February, and whatever year, to come up against me and do something to me, steal something, or whatever you did, stalk, or whatever you did, troll, subscribe, or whatever you did. You was antsy at a place, a company, a house, or wherever you were. Someplace, right? So silly of me to think that I could fool you. So whoever you are, you was trying to fool me in the background, right? Undercover fooling. So whoever you are, you gay. So we have right here, if I meant you gay or lesbian, I can still do my God's mission, because if my God's mission don't being done, don't decide whether or not I'm going to do God's mission, if you gay or not. But whoever you are, you might wanted to make me gay, or see if you can make me gay, or whatever this is with this gay stuff here. So you were stealing, doing negative things, reeling in the cash like a church mouse, man or woman. You wanted me, you didn't want me, you wanted me to be a placement somewhat, right? Just get over that side and be a mold, right? Just get over there and be that placement and let me be front and center. You wanted to be front and center and I just be a placement put to the side, right? Because you didn't ever care about me, right? You subscribing, but you really don't care. You just want to come and cause chaos, whoever you all are. You need to let go of destruction, because you're holding on to a corrupt pain for some reason, right? Because I ain't did anything to none of you people, because I don't know you, and I ain't did anything to you. And I can guarantee you I ain't did anything to you, right? So God told me not to believe in man's word, but only God's word. So you wanted to make me walk into my destiny, and that's a killing card, right? But you wanted me to be off of YouTube. You wanted my channel to die. That means, to be rid of, right? You wanted me to get off of here, and you wanted my channel off because you wanted to take over and take charge. Follow me? But you already know I was going to walk into my destiny and be who God destined me to be, right? You noticed that I was of a different caliber after a while. At first you didn't, but some kind of way you found out, I feel, right? I'm like a Taurus, business-minded, or you like one, right? But you need to demonstrate some love and just look in the mirror at yourself, or maybe you stayed looking in the mirror at yourself all the time. I don't know. You may be scared to be a real man or a real woman and just be who you are and take off the mask, right? Because you need to run a suitable business, right? Or you might have thought you were suitable to take charge of whatever I had and make it a business. So it was hard for you to cheer me on, right? Because you was jealous. So you're going to stand front and center, or you wanted to stand front and center, right? A man, right here on here. Somebody could be named Joey, Joe, Joseph. Okay. So we have number 205. You felt you was knowledgeable, and you wanted to put your name on a slot, lottery ticket, or job. So you felt you was knowledgeable, and you wanted to put your name on a job that concerned things that you stole from me, though, right? Whatever it was. because you was knowledgeable about something, right? But I was knowledgeable also. Follow me? But you didn't want me to put my name on anything. So we have right here, you was going to revamp and do things all night and all day as far as trying to make something happen, as far as getting what I had or doing whatever you was trying to do behind the scenes. But somebody need to get wait a minute. Somebody need to get some kind of healing energy. You need healing energy because you got a serious problem. So we have right here, dad or brother. So you might be a real dad or a real brother of somebody's. Follow me? It might have been a timeout between you and your sibling or your child or whoever this is. Okay? So you want to be sensitive to him or her. So let's just take it this way. You wasn't being sensitive to me. Follow me? You wanted me to take a time out and get off of YouTube. You moved fast on it to come against me. Tick-tock time was going by. You saw how nice I was, how godly I was, and you didn't like it. So you became forceful. And I was still dilute because I'm not a mean person. So you was looking at all the details. And you was going to be bold in that thing to try to railroad me off of YouTube. This year, though, somebody getting jailed up. Or something getting locked down. Get what I'm saying? So you was going to be falling into a trap of insanity because you were so busy trying to get me off of YouTube, right? But you wanted me to fall into a trap of insanity. But I'm a delight, right? So we had with this card here that you was running all over top of me behind the scenes, gathering up all kind of information about me. You rose to that occasion to beat me at my own game because you knew something, some kind of way, you had something or whatever's going on where you felt you had the upper hand or you was going to do something ahead of time or whatever this is. Okay, a friend will you wanted me to take the blame for something, but you're not a friend of mine, right? Because a friend of mine wouldn't do nothing negative to me, so not a real friend. So you might need some kind of meat with sauce on it, cherries, cinnamon. So you could be a person that's an ex-friend, ex-person I know, or whoever you is, or ex-subscriber. I don't know who you are at this point, right? But whoever you are, you wanted to make me an ex, and that means get me off of YouTube. Follow me? So we have that. Don't let others put their burdens on you. So you was trying to put your burdens on me. So you wanted this job offer, and that would be like doing what you was going to be doing, something you was going to do with my information, with my content, or whatever you was trying to do, right? But you wanted me out the way and able to do it because you're a serial addict, right? It was a serial act. You was like a criminal. You are a criminal, though, but you was criminal about it, the act that you was doing, because you was constantly doing whatever. You was like a serial killer, or you are a serial killer. Take it however it goes, right? You wanted to treat me just like dust, where you can just brush me to the side, right? And I just go along with whatever. Just take that, right? So we have right here that you came for the wrong person, though. You just don't know that, right? Or you're going to find out if you don't know, right? If you don't know, you're going to find out. Get ready to find out. So I obligate myself to God and doing what God wants. And any subscriber, troll, or whoever you are, you need to make a right turn before you came to my channel, right? If you plan to do me wrong, because you're going to pay. God going to get you, right? It's making me say, God's going to get you, God's going to get you. Look out, boy, look out, girl, because God's going to get you. God's going to make you love me. Oh, yes, he will. Get what I just said, right? Being adopted. So you might be adopted. I might be adopted. But let's just flow with you might be adopted. Will finding your parents even matter? Some kind of way you might be looking for your parents or whatever's going on. Or you just was hanging with people like your parents, friends, or whoever this is. Or just being part of a crowd or group or whatever this is. You have money out there? No. Okay? So you couldn't love me with the real God love like you should, as far as treating me right on YouTube. You didn't do that, right? You couldn't love me the right way with a real God love. You had to come against me, and you moved fast on it. Okay? So we got number 41. Somebody could be 41. Something could have happened when you was 14. So you wanted to put me in the spirit right here. Okay, you wasn't going to hold yourself hostage to me being in the spirit. That means that's a death card, right? You wanted me off of here. You wanted my channel, a death to come to my channel and a death to come to myself. Get what I'm saying, right? You want to crack down on it, but you going to get cracked down on. If you don't know it, I'm letting you know whenever it happened, right? Because you wanted to agitate me, right? You didn't want jointness with me no kind of way. You wanted it to be where you get rid of me and you cause chaos because I'm a trailblazer. But you wanted to be that trailblazer because you was living a secret life, floating along in life, undercover, behind the scenes where I don't see you and I don't know what's going on, right? Exactly. Because you know you was trying to make it way, or you want to try to make it way. I'm getting a fuss with you now, right? So you need to be loyal. So whoever you are, you're not a loyal person, right? So you was holding on because you was holding on and really didn't love somebody because of children, right? So I got to turn it around. So I'm holding on to my channel and you wanted me to stop loving what I do, and God gonna call you all the children. But we could have whoever you are, you holding on and you in some kind of relationship or hook to somebody or whoever who you don't even love, but you holding on because of kids some kind of way. So we have right here that the subscribers subscribe to my channel, but if they not giving no likes, comments, and adding to my channel, it's like using me. So I got rid of the signs because I did a lot of them before, and I decided to let that go because it took up too much of my time and I wasn't getting any appreciation for it. I love doing the signs, but I was not going to be being used. So something was in plain sight for me and I wasn't going to jeopardize it, and I let it go. So we have right here a smooth trinket. So I'm going to use just a coin because you don't have nothing that belongs to me as far as no charm cross, coin, or can't think, or ring. So money, the coin. So you have money that belong to me. I can take that. Okay, it's going to take a miracle for you not to become a felon, right? Because you stole. Okay, so we have that okay. So we have that it was dormant behavior. I was holding on to you, and that was constantly doing my videos, but you was holding on to dormant behavior. Keep coming after me, you and your goons, your cronies, right? So we have right here, you're just gonna open up a bottle of champagne or whatever to celebrate after you feel you pulled something off. Right, go in your stash jar, right? So flames were sparked and I captured the flames because you were stealing from me and doing all kind of stuff behind the scenes. Like I said, I can't hear whatever you're saying or nobody's saying because you're not saying it to me. You behind the scenes talking to each other, right? But as far as when something come out in the open and I can see it, then I can actually take it really, really personal, because I can't, if I don't see nothing and I don't hear nothing, you ain't saying nothing to me in person, I can't really take it like that. But God is saying that's what's been going on, right? So you've been stealing, trolling, stalking, trying to demean me, trying to wreck my reputation or whatever's going on. God said you're a Judas. You subscribe, you're a Judas, right? If you don't do nothing to help and promote my channel, you're a Judas. If you don't give likes, if you don't give good comments, if you don't do anything positive towards my channel, you're a Judas, right? You just wanted to keep doing it again and again, because this was, you wanted it to be life altering to me, that my channel don't grow, that I stay stuck or whatever it is, where my channel don't grow, but you just don't know me. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm like that Energizer bunny, right? So we have right here that I had to get away from the idiot, right, and take my power back, because God says that you're an idiot. So who all is involved is more than one idiot. Is a lot of you, right? Whoever you are, take it, whoever you are. For the subscribers that is not giving me no problems, and you know you're not subscribe to me to give me no problems, I'm not talking to you, right? Hear me loud and clear. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who want to stalk and be nasty and mean or whatever's going on behind the scenes, because it's not in my face, right? You wanted me to accept defeat and adapt, but you're going to have to, right? So we have right here that you need counseling, or you need a lawyer, right? So you wanted to take some money from me right here with this one. Where's your money? Right here. So we had the next one is you want to seek revenge on myself, the Negro, right? I was, you wanted me to not be aware of the hot spots behind the scenes of what you was doing, because you wanted me to be a score loser. You was distant from me because I don't see what you doing. You behind the scenes, right? Doing whatever you doing, right? So we have right here that whose blank is this? So something was somewhere had no business being. And that means commercials is on my videos. That's where they should not be, because they not mine. I'm not benefiting from it. So you committed a senseless act and you're going to boo-hoo. That means go to jail, because you wanted me to not care anymore about something that was sacred. My videos, my channel, right? God. You wanted me to be all over with the caravan. That would be doing my videos, following me, and caring about the people out here. So you wanted me to stop spending time caring about the people, making videos, because I was putting out videos. And I know the back end. I know what the plan is, right? But you wanted me to abort the plan, abort the process. Who did it? You, right? These people, you all that was salty to me, right? But we got more than one of you need to lay off the salt. I'm letting you know. For you be going to the hospital for your blood pressure, right? So I'm adorable, right? And being different doesn't mean I stood out and you didn't like that, right? So we got 23, 32, or number 5. So we have that. You're salary driven, but God wanted you to stop being salary driven, right? To stop being salary driven, because you're salary driven, trying to steal something that don't belong to you, right? So you wanted me to have a relapse, and just the relapse you wanted me to have was just to get off, barely put videos on and just get off. Or one of you had a relapse if you want drugs or whatever's going on with you, right? You created a war zone, or you tried to, right behind the scenes, like I said. So you know something. It's more than one of you know something. It's obvious, right? Because you on my channel. So we got somebody that's like the Gemini, Two-Face, or like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. And whoever you are, you is dwelling on me to keep coming to my channel constantly over and over again, like it's your job. Or you might have made it your job. You might have been paid. I just don't know, right? So you're good and hot with me when really you don't even know me, right? I don't know you people, right? Wherever you at, inside the house or wherever you at, right? Walking, talking, sitting, or whatever. I was trying to distinguish something because it was horrifying when I when I heard from some other readers that some different things I was hearing that my storylines wasn't saying. I said, oh, okay, is that kind of stuff happening? I was not aware. I'm glad I was made aware of. My storylines tell me some things if I do a personal one for myself, but I don't usually do a bunch of personal ones for myself. I usually kind of focus on the people out there. So I'm just going to have to quit and come back to it again. Let's see what is on. I'm going to have to come back for part 2.